Hi peeps, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm 𝙜𝙧𝙧𝙡. I'm an artist, but I mainly enjoy doing a bunch of random stuff here. So if you're interested in any of this, click subscribe. But if you're not, click subscribe too. So in today's video, I want to talk about why are you ugly?
Are you triggered yet?
I grow up believing that I am like the most hideous person on planet Earth. I'm the fattest person on planet Earth. I'm morbidly obese and I'm ugly. I know that it's body dysmorphia and eating disorder and a lot of all of that self-esteem thingy going on. Basically, back then when I was younger, I don't know any better. But I'm just gonna share with you my personal experience with body image and beauty standards and stuff like that. So I used to be really insecure about myself, and I have a pretty odd fashion sense, to be honest. Even when I was at a very young age, I have a very odd sense of style. So I tend to try to express myself through the way I dress and the way I wear my makeup, but back then it wasn't really a thing. We had that awkward phase going on. My mom used to put labels on me. She used to tell me that I shouldn't dress like Christmas tree and things like that, so it somewhat made me feel really upset about myself. You know, not only I hated the way I look, you know, my physical appearances, but I started to hate my sense of style. I feel like I pretty much couldn't really express myself, so I kind of turned to everyone else around me and I try my best to look the way I want others to like me. I used to date the most toxic people ever back then because my self-esteem was so low and I kind of want them to validate me in some way. So back then I remember there's this dude, we were going on a date and I literally tried my best to dress cute and girly and stuff. Girly style isn't really my thing back then, but I tried my best to look cute. And when I went on a date, the first thing that he told me was I look hideous in the outfit that I wore. So it definitely took a toll on my confidence, but I was really young at that point. I was still a teenager. Now that I'm a grown-ass woman, so if you say that, thank you, next. I'm not bothered anymore. So I'm gonna share with you guys how to actually embrace your own confidence, how to be pretty, how to feel beautiful, instead of getting validation from others, boys or whoever, you know, even if it's your relative, whoever in general. The first thing is you gotta understand what do you want for yourself. You know, if you really enjoy doing something, even if you enjoy like wearing sweats and you don't like wearing makeup and you think that's beautiful to you, by all means you gotta rock that. But I feel like a lot of us nowadays are pressured to feel like you're not good enough just because there's something known as society's beauty standard. But I feel like it's easy for us to blame on influencers and social media and things like that. It's easy for us to blame on others instead of taking a step back and ask ourselves, if that's not something I want, if that's not something that I look up to, why do I have to be bothered by what others are sharing? If you see Kim Kardashian's body type, it's like literally what everyone wants to have now. This is me editing. I just realized that the skinny beauty standard is pretty much still around. It's pretty much still relevant, especially when it comes to Asian beauty standards and especially in the K-pop industry. So I guess it's still a thing. How could I possibly forget about this, to be honest? Because I really like Blackpink. I'm not a Blink, but just look at how gorgeous these girls are. You think that because you don't look like any of those girls, then you are not loved, you are not enough, you are not validated, and you're not pretty in general, then you start to feel some type of way. You kind of feel bitter, you kind of feel like you don't like them because they started that whole beauty standard thing, and you start blaming them. And extremists will usually go on this whole tangent to create this whole movement like body positivity, which I personally don't like. I don't think there is such a thing as health at all sizes. You know, I don't think that you are actually healthy being morbidly obese or underweight. I think that people are beautiful in general. It's just that if you want to be really pretty and really beautiful, you gotta take care of your health. But if you don't, it's not that you're not beautiful, it's just that you are literally killing yourself, okay? So I'm not gonna get into that because that's a whole different topic on its own. I'm just gonna talk about how to work on yourself. So instead of comparing yourself to influencers, even if it's your friends, you know, in real life, and you feel some type of way when you think that they fit into the current beauty standard, the current body goals, and you don't have it, instead of blaming them, instead of feeling salty, instead of hating on them, take a step back and ask yourself, is that what you really want? You know, you not what society wants. If that's not what you want, if that's not what you like, then why are you bothered by what people are posting? Why are you bothered by what people are preaching? You gotta start embracing what you have, because the thing is, beauty standards and body goals, they literally change all the time. You can never actually follow up, because back then I remember when I was really young, everyone pretty much wanted to be stick thin. You know, that whole anorexic look is a thing back then, and everyone really wanted thigh gap. I tried really hard to attain something like that, but of course I'm not built to look that way. I can definitely achieve what those models have. It's just that I have to starve myself. That's not healthy, that's not sustainable, and you're gonna develop an eating disorder. That's what happened to me. So as time goes on, the whole curvy body thing is a thing now, and my body is pretty much a thing now, you know, especially my hips and thigh thick is a thing now. And I still don't like it, to be honest, because that's not what I personally like. Things like that are constantly changing, you know, so you have to take a step back and ask yourself, what do you actually like? And nobody's there to judge you. Just that as long as you're taking care of your health, then by all means, go for it. So now that I actually learned how to listen to myself more, I took a step back and I was like, nah, I don't actually want to be stick thin. Like, the reason why I wanted to be that skinny is because that's what everyone perceived as beauty back then, and now everyone wants to be curvy, but it's still not my thing, you know. I just want to be healthy now in general. So I think that's really important for us to just understand what we like about ourselves and how you want to change or work on yourself. Same goes to styles. So the whole point is you feel ugly because you're constantly comparing yourself to others and not what you truly want for yourself. If you're constantly comparing yourself to others, what others have and what you don't have, you will forever feel ugly. You will forever feel like you are never good enough. You will never be as pretty as X, Y, and Z. You will forever be the ugly friend. If you start to look at your own beauty, you start to embrace yourself, who you are inside out, work on it, of course, not just sit around. Just put it this way, if you don't work on yourself, you will feel very shitty about yourself. The reason why is because you're pretty much lazing around, and human in general, we like to earn for something. So if you want to feel good about yourself, you gotta actually put in the work, you know, not just physically. Of course, that's a plus, but you have to work on everything inside out in general. You have to stay hygiene, of course. You have to take care of your looks, of course, if you want to feel good about yourself. It's not vain. It's something for your own good, you know, your own satisfaction. It's not because you want to please anyone. You gotta please yourself first. You can't please anyone if you don't first please yourself. And if you only look good when you are heading out just because you want others to like you, it's like, so what about you, yourself? Like, you don't even like yourself in the first place, so how are people supposed to like you? Like, what kind of nonsense is that? And same goes to everything on the inside, you know, like your past trauma, your childhood trauma, whatever emotions that you're dealing with. You gotta put in the work to heal yourself and work on yourself. You can never actually feel good or pretty or beautiful if you feel like shit on the inside. Because whenever you feel horrible on the inside, no matter how pretty you look on the outside, you're pretty much gonna spread so much toxicity towards your surroundings, and people can sense that. You're gonna repel everyone around you, and nobody's gonna like you no matter how good you look on photos. You yourself know that you pretty much don't like yourself, so what's the whole point, right? So why not just work on yourself and make yourself like yourself better? Pretty much just stay unbothered by others' comments, because number one, nobody owe you anything in this world. People's mouth belongs to them, so everything that they say has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. So if they're being a shitty person, that's just them. That's just them being a shitty person. It's not because you're not good enough, right? You can always work to be a better version of yourself if you really want to. Just let them say whatever they want, you know. You yourself know who you are. And also stop explaining yourself so much to others. You can never change their perspective. You can never change anyone except for yourself. So if there's something that you want to change about yourself, just do it, you know, just embrace it, just do whatever you want to do, and of course stay healthy inside out. And also remember, you are your only enemy. No matter what others say, it's all up to them. It's all their own issues. Let me give you an example. I used to date really shitty boys, like really toxic guys when I was younger, and for a very long time, for many years, I tend to believe that all boys are just shitty in general.
All men are shit.
But as time goes on, as I grow older, I realized that the reason why I'm constantly attracting people like that is because I had a lot of issues with myself. You know, whenever you are emitting some sort of toxic aura, or you are low vibrational because you don't heal from your emotional wounds and stuff like that, then people like that will catch onto your vibration and they will prey on you. They will literally manipulate you, take advantage on you because you're easy, because you don't actually like yourself. When you don't like yourself, you pretty much tolerate with any bullshit that is served in front of you. It's literally a pile of shit and you still accept it. So yeah, you have to really work on yourself to the point that you can actually like yourself, you can actually feel confident about yourself. I do understand that it's really difficult in the beginning, but the moment you start investing on yourself, the moment you start working hard for yourself, putting in time to understand yourself, to heal, go see a therapist, pamper yourself, enjoy your own company, you will eventually grow to love yourself and to value yourself more, because you put in so much work, so much time, so much effort to upgrade yourself, and you will pretty much not tolerate with bullshit anymore. I'm pretty sure some of you are here expecting me to share points on how you can actually look pretty, cosmetic surgery, makeup, workout, stuff like that. All those are pretty cool stuff. Like, I am totally down for all those. It's just that you have to start working from the inside. You have to start taking responsibility on your own life, your own value, your own worth, instead of pointing fingers at others, instead of blaming society for their beauty standards and body goals. Instead of looking everywhere else, you have to start looking into yourself and ask yourself, like, how can you work on yourself and what do you really want for yourself? I'm so sorry if you are here expecting for some tips on how to glow up, but that's just the reality. You can't actually feel good about yourself if you don't work on yourself. That's it. So yeah guys, I really hope that you can learn a thing or two out of today's video, and if you have any questions or any topics that you wish to discuss about, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I will always reach back to your comments, and you can find me on all social media platforms at the links down below in the description box. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!